Now, Humble by Kendrick Lamar is one of the most successful rap songs of this year. And when Kendrick dropped that song, he literally took the internet by storm. And although the song did extremely well with his Damn release, there's also a lot of people who feel like the song was overrated.
Hell yeah.
Humble is overrated. I swear to God, bro. And I love Kendrick. Nick, look what's behind me. Motherfucker, to pimp a butterfly vinyl right there, nigga.
So in this video, I want to talk about if I think that Humble by Kendrick Lamar is overrated or not. Now, to keep it real, I actually hated Humble when I first heard it. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? But for some reason, I just wasn't feeling the overall vibe of the song. And in a way, it really sounded extremely weird and off-putting because I never in my entire life thought I would hear Kendrick doing some ad-libs.
I blew cool from ACA. Oh, but much just page me, ayy. I don't fabricate it, ayy. Most of y'all be faking, ayy.
But as time went on, I actually listened to what he was saying in the song and I started to enjoy it much more. And I've personally had several conversations with people who actually felt the same way. But one big reason I've seen as to why a lot of people don't like Humble is because of the instrumental. Now, I do actually see why the instrumental of the song can be off-putting just because the instrumental was not even meant for Kendrick in the beginning. Yes, that's actually right. The producer of the beat, whose name is Mike Will Made It, actually said himself in an interview that the instrumental was meant for Gucci Mane. Now, this is what Mike Will Made It, who produced the Humble beat, had to say about it. It just felt urgent. I made the beat last year when Gucci Mane was getting out of jail, and I made it with him in mind. I was just thinking, damn, Gucci's about to come home. It's got to be something urgent that's just gonna take over the radio. And I felt like the beat was that. And then he continues on saying, I ended up not doing it with Gucci and I let Kendrick hear it. I was thinking, if K-Dot gets on this, it'll be his first time being heard on something like this. At the same time, it kind of has an NWA, Dr. Dre feel and Eminem kind of feel. So I thought, let me see if K-Dot F's with it. And he heard the beat and he liked it. So as you can see, yes, the entire trap vibe of the song wasn't initially meant for Kendrick. And I'm really surprised that he even jumped on a beat like that. Because if I heard the beat before the song was released, I would probably say ain't no way Kendrick is gonna get on a beat like that. But of course he did it. Now imagine if Kendrick rapped the exact same lyrics from Humble on another beat. Do you really think that the song would be as successful as it is today? I'm asking you that question, but me personally, I think that it would be far from being as successful as it is today. Because I feel like people really resonated with that funky trap sound that ultimately made the song so easy to listen to. And of course the hook, which we will get to in a second. Just imagine if Kendrick decided to not go with that specific beat and instead he went with a Section 80 type of beat. That's just telling me that the beat really was the game changer for the song's success, just like a lot of other rap songs that have been blowing up this year. But it's kind of crazy how ironic Humble really is. Here comes Kendrick, who's telling himself to sit down and be humble. But wait, aren't rappers supposed to talk about how much money and women they got? But this is what Kendrick himself said about the hook on the song. So the question was, who are you talking to in the chorus? Yourself? And this is what Kendrick responded with. Definitely, it's the ego. When you look at the song titles on this album, these are all my emotions and all my self-expressions of who I am. And that's why I did a song like that, where I just don't give a F, or I'm telling the listener you can't F with me. But ultimately, I'm looking in the mirror. So a lot of people have said that Kendrick was in a way mocking mainstream rap with Humble. And of course, this is nothing that has been confirmed by Kendrick himself, since he probably wants the listener, aka me and you, to kind of interpret the message however we want to. So in that way, the song's true meaning is always gonna depend on how you look at it. But I digress. But for being one of the biggest rap songs of 2017 and not being so superficial, I'm really gonna have to applaud Kendrick for this one. Because let's be real here, most of the biggest rap songs of this year, or probably all of them, don't really have that ambiguous side to them. So for me, I'm really happy to see that a song like Humble became so big. And I think that Kendrick did a great job on really adapting to the beat and letting the beat decide the outcome and the overall vibration of the entire song. But of course, the song was a little more commercially friendly than his usual songs. But then again, so was the entire album Damn. And I will make a video on whether Damn is overrated or not, so stay tuned for that one. But at the end of the day, is Humble by Kendrick overrated, or does it deserve all the hype that it got? No, I don't think the song was overrated, but if you would ask me this the first week of the song being out, then my opinion would of course be much more different. But at the end of the day, I really like the song and I think that it deserves all the praise that it's been getting because it is a great song and it's not overrated. But what do you personally think about Humble? Was the song overrated, or do you think that the song was not overrated? Let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about the song Humble by Kendrick. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This channel is all about bringing together people like you who enjoy music and start a discussion on different topics like this. And of course, like the video if you enjoyed it, follow me on Twitter at BlackySpeakz, and I'm out.